And we are live.
And we're back. Episode number 4.
Jesus. We've only been doing this for about a month now then.
It's been a month, 4 weeks.
Consistency.
Wow. And that's the thing again, guys. Please comment. We want to talk about something else other than what's going on with our minds.
Right.
I mean...
The internet is a way for us to connect with each other.
Exactly. So please comment on our videos.
You know, the only way we can figure out what the hell you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, we've had up to 40 views on our other videos, so that tells me someone's watching.
Right.
Now seriously, if you're watching this, which you're hearing me speak, comment something. Anything.
I mean, it's going to be negative more than likely because it is
troll.
Yeah, it's troll heavy just in my
Full of trolls, but seriously, just comment on something.
Right. Anyways. So a couple weeks ago, actually the week of our third video, I had an incident in the shower where I had an out-of-body experience. You get it?
My phone.
Ah, God damn it. Silent.
It's the wife.
The life of the wife was ended by the knife. But anyways, so yeah, I ended up having an episode in the shower where I woke up on the floor. But what I ended up seeing was basically what I was looking at, which was at the time a sink in the shower. In a three-dimensional reality, I was looking at it the way you normally look at things, and then it was like if the three-dimensional object that I was looking at turned into a picture of the sink in the toilet, and I was no longer looking at the sink in the toilet, and then it tilted up, and then it moved out of the way, and I was looking into just white energy, like all-encompassing white light, almost like if you took a LED flashlight and just hold it up to your eyes. And just all encompassing, so top, bottom, left, right, forward, back, all white. And so I had this perspective of, where I was still looking, and I decided to look down and left, and I saw my physical body, like head to toe physical body, being corkscrewed into the white light of the floor, like where the floor should be. It's white right there, but I could see myself being like drilled further down. And it's been, like I said, it's been about a week where I've been processing this. So last Wednesday, when I started thinking about it, or when it first happened, I started thinking about it. I kind of figured that, so we perceive our reality as two-dimensional images played in front of our faces really fast so that it looks three-dimensional and then it looks moving. So think of videotape, the reels.
Yeah.
These are like just small increments of change played really fast. You can see the movement.
Correct.
So that's how we see. That's why cameras work. And the picture of the toilet and the sink moving out of the way was a semblance of me realizing that there's a lot more to this existence than just what's in front of us. So that's what the white light is, fifth dimensional consciousness, where it's just straight energy that manipulates the three-dimensional reality that we live in. And then looking down to see myself is like looking down from the fifth dimension to my third-dimensional self, who is consciously burrowing into my subconscious. So that's a physical manifestation or a physical representation of me getting deeper into the subconscious. Since humans generally have a lot of our mind power stored away in the subconscious.
And I just want to, sorry to interrupt there.
Okay.
I just feel like that's the thing too, just a lot of people just don't turn on that extra.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you're aware of it. But there's a lot of people who if you go on YouTube, you can punch up motivational speakers, a lot of the people say the same thing. There's a lot of people who the words are different, but the message is the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important because there's patterns in everything that you look at. There's patterns in the universe, there's patterns in nature, there's patterns everywhere. So when people start to sound alike, it's because they're drawing from the same source,
mm-hmm.
which is there's only one source. I don't want to get all religious or anything because I don't really believe in religion, but I do believe in spirituality. And I think that's different.
I think it's not a bad thing. I mean, no disrespect to any religious people out there,
but it's just different. It's just a different concept. It's just a different perspective.
And I just want to say in that too, I'm a Catholic, and I mean, I like to think I'm pretty devoted to it. I have my Jerusalem cross, that's just my faith and what I believe in, but it's always good to be open. I feel like there's so many closed-minded religious people.
There's just closed-minded people.
In just general, it's not even just religious, just people.
Right.
I agree.
And I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, well, it is a bad thing to be entirely closed-minded because then you don't want to see other perspectives of people. Like, everybody's different. Everybody's past is completely different from your past. What
Right.
someone was doing when they were 12 is completely different from what you were doing when you were 12. And that is, 7 billion people on this planet? That's 7 billion perspectives.
Can you imagine those 7 billion perspectives?
7 billion perspectives.
That's
That's 7 billion different universes.
Could you imagine just trying to process
That much energy?
the beliefs and everything of 7 billion people? Man, that's crazy.
It is. There's a ton of people, and everybody's like, there isn't a speck of dust that's not where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's an Alan Watts quote, and like that's just kind of how it is. Like it's all again. There's patterns in the universe. Everything is set up, not because of like predestination. You're supposed to be there, but like that's just how it is. Like you are there because you were supposed to be there. This is your existence. That is where you are. That is your now. Your now is different, and this is where your now is.
Correct. And what I like is, even though that's how it's initially put, that you are supposed to be there, it's cool that you're still in control of your own self.
Yep. Exactly. Every point leads to alternate lines that branch from it. All possible outcomes occur from an individual point. So like at this very fucking minute, we're recording this. I can literally just jump out my window. I have the physical power to. I could. I don't want to. Like I gotta pay for that shit. It's gonna hurt. But literally, from this one moment, this one point of time, I can do whatever the hell I want. And once you're aware of that things aren't just kind of like happening to you, you're aware, and then you can make your moves based on where you're at.
It's such an eye opener. I feel like it's easy to get caught up in just this routine.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially just what the general mass of society has.
The majority mindset: go to work Monday through Friday, get fucked up Friday through Saturday, and drink a bunch of coffee and caffeine to get you through Monday through Friday.
Correct. It's just
buy shit you don't need.
Yeah. Oh, and just that workflow. I feel like I was getting hooked into that myself. I mean, I'm a very mobile person in my job, and I feel like, just when we're talking about my whole, I'm 24 with a decent amount of triglycerides in my system.
Your life.
And I like to think, that's my choice, that I messed up. I chose to eat bad. That's all on me. But it's just crazy how you get worked up in this like feeling of always out of time. So you're like, I need this quick fast food, this or that, and it's just. It's just crazy, like, just getting my labs done and the doctor telling me that, it was such an eye-opener. And it sucks that, I had to be one person to have that be told to me. And thank goodness nothing's, like, drastic for me, but it's
still different. It's still off. It's
still off, like,
it's still
like, holy crap.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's like, I got a little chub on me, but I'm not like, obese or morbidly obese,
And that's, like, a whole bunch of that stuff comes to the genetics. Can't really mess with them. They're starting to the point right now. They're manipulating genetics. It's just kind of scary.
That it is, but man, I was thinking about that too. I was just like,
you get a chance, would you? If you could go back to your parents and like, hey, genetically mess with things.
I would actually do that. Like, I can imagine certain other. I feel like the whole Jurassic Park thing, nature always finds a way. I feel like some point I get some other genetic disorder to go with it. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. I'm not thinking about that.
I would not. Because, for one, if they are going to do any modifications to you, there's going to be a cost to that.
They might put something in there?
Yeah, like a barcode or some shit.
That's true.
You don't want to be born with a barcode. That's kind of fucked up. That's some Matrix that shit right there.
I was going to say, born with the fucking plug.
Yeah, that's oh gosh. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's true. So, yeah, I guess that's some interesting things to think about.
And, like, speaking of like genetic modifications and stuff, like China's big on that stuff. They have just genetic banks now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they just have a fuck ton of stuff. Like, jeez.
Mass producing
babies. They already have a population problem. Now they're gonna just have super soldiers.
That's the goal. But think about it. They're so populated. That's a huge army.
Terrifying.
They have waves to go. We have hundreds of waves, but man, they have thousands of waves.
You're just genetically modifying these babies. It's like exactly what X-23 was.
Yeah, that's
true. She was like genetically modified off of Wolverine's DNA, and the reason why she's a girl is because the DNA was like denaturized, so it doesn't really hold as well.
Yeah.
So that's why she's a girl. That's crazy. I like how comic books are like denounced as just like children's stuff, and then you start reading stuff, and like the entire Marvel cinematic universe, the entire Marvel universe that did an entire restart based on like the Secret Wars that destroyed all of the universes. Holy shit, that is some high-level theoretical quantum physics. Right
Dude,
there.
it's been like this since forever. I mean, the
Yeah.
super soldier serum,
Yeah.
like that alone, just I feel like you're right. They're denounced as like just little children's reading, which I don't even think that's the case anymore. I feel like now it's just I think most young adults are like all the rage.
Because they were the kids.
That's true, but like they've definitely been big on all these science that may be bullshit in the sense of real science, but they certainly have their ideas. Like they're certainly thinking outside the box and where it could go, and then
we just catch up later.
and that's the thing too is I feel like sometimes fiction can also divert the study.
I'm just looking at this time. Yeah.
Like
You watch the Terminator, and yet they're still trying to build artificial intelligence.
Like,
so,
they do not learn.
What? Why? Why are we still trying?
You know what? You know what's one example I do love, and it's still very much in its like alpha and beta testing. But the coolest thing I thought that people try to follow in the science, bring the science up to the times was with Back to the Future, the hoverboard.
Right. I've seen that. I've seen
Like-
a little with him and Christopher Lloyd, like or it's Tony Hawk and Christopher Lloyd, and they're just like in this fucking back alley, like doing some like cool bullshit, like 6 feet in the air.
Yeah, like that alone is something that's cool. I mean, sure, it's just a damn skateboard, but like, it was a cool thing that this movie just thought of an idea that said this is what it could be in the future.
Right.
And then people were like, "Holy crap, that's awesome!"
Right.
So you had all these dedicated nerds all over the years, like
Just
working on something.
wanting to work it,
I mean,
it makes sense.
Still very much in the early stages, but man, was that just it's cool.
It is.
That Terminator thing, though, seriously.
It was the Facebook thing that did that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
they
like
made
the-
an artificial language. You started making some coded language. Like, how do you even start that? Where does it even begin?
I don't know.
I'm barely still like a puppy when it comes to computers and stuff like that. These guys have artificial intelligence.
I mean, I speak some Java and HTML5, but like some.
Yeah, I don't even know.
But man, I still can't even get through full Spanish.
Like, dude, is code its own language? Like,
It's considered a language.
okay.
It's-
I mean, absolutely.
It's a language that 99% of the population will never speak, but
that's not a spoken language.
it's not a spoken language. But it's certainly integral to the fact that we're a computer civilization.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
It's a very integral language.
Damn. Like that. All of those. It's just coordinates, right? Essentially, it's just coordinates for a picture on the screen. Okay, that's kind of.
It's a lot of direction, and it's just it's hard to really describe. I'm trying to think about how to.
Believe me, it's taking me years just to conceive of that.
Yeah.
The coordinates on a screen just to create a picture for it.
It's a few algorithms, a lot of math equations, and just
Who
general
thinks of these math
physical-
equations?
You know, after all the times I was studying computer science and like my freshman year and stuff, I never bothered to ask that.
Like, where does this shit come from? Like, how do we even get these numbers?
Like, I don't know where the mathematical formulas came, because I mean, think about like even the early existence of like those 1940s, 50s computers, or like fucking
Giant
took up your whole
supercomputers.
fucking room.
Yeah.
Like, essentially that had the most basic of. I mean, that was up to like calculus. I mean, back then it was just straight calculus. I imagine maybe some a little bit of thermodynamics and.
What does that even mean? What is that, as far as a computer, what is a computer thinking of thermodynamics? Is that what gives it its strength? Like they say computers are strong. Like is that what gives like
I
having
think so.
other commercials? Because you're watching a show on Hulu. It's called Elementary.
We're talking about
The Sherlock Holmes with
yeah.
Lucy Liu. I think Lucy Liu, her legs something like that. There was this episode where there is like this P versus NP, or if you can solve P over NP. I don't fucking know what that means. But it was this long drawn out equation, and like for people who could figure that thing out, it'll allow them they can take the answer, put it into like a computer code, and be able to hack all other computers because of that thing.
So from what I gathered with
What
all the whole
are
hacking
this?
stuff is I still can't recall the whole formula and that formula specifically, but I know with a lot of hacking, it's just a simple code that'll like
Fill in the blanks.
kind of fill in the blanks. So for all the people that are far in depth in computer science, again, comment. I want to hear these comments.
I want to know. If you know, please.
But yeah, as far as I can recall, it's like filling in the gaps, and then it's like opening the door. It's like a hands holding together kind of thing. We're grabbing here, and boom, let's continue the.
Okay, like a chain.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I feel like I like to think, in my personal opinion,
That's
and
how it works.
that's how it works. But again,
I could be completely fucking wrong.
I didn't fully finish it. I just went back to just rooting and
Lazy stuff.
modding Xboxes and stuff like that. But
Shit, still that's even fucking complicated.
that was like a thing that I started comprehending as like a 12-year-old. Yeah, I still didn't comprehend what I was actually doing. I just knew you did this and that and something happened. But yeah, I would love for a computer science major to comment on this, just because that's something we want to hear.
Because I want to talk to a computer science major. Just
Exactly. So
that's
please
how
comment.
else do you get knowledge?
Exactly. Please comment. But yeah, I would just say it's just crazy how life is transcended with your out of body experience, just everything.
Yeah, it's completely different. And it was weird because like while I was while I was like in the process of me looking at the toilet in the sink, like as I was turning my head, I felt this weight on my face and on my chest. And then when I was done, like when I kind of like, hey man, what's going on here? I like opened my eyes and I was on the fucking floor. I was on the floor of the fucking shower.
That's crazy.
That shit, it was definitely an experience. But like as far as like think about it, we can hold so much information in our head, but we've decided that that's not enough. We need to put out information in the fucking sky, essentially. Think about what the cloud is. I don't know what that even means. Like, what is the cloud?
The cloud,
It's a storage bay of information. I know that, but like, where?
Just central servers.
So is there just a place where these just huge fucking towers of servers just live?
Theoretically, yeah. So like Google's cloud would be at the Google headquarters, Apple's at Apple's.
And they
it's
just
there.
have-
It's just one
It's just a big fucking room.
big ass room full of just
That
servers and
motherfucker's gotta
storage.
get hot.
I imagine that thing's got a major cooling system.
That thing's gotta be sucking up energy.
I'll tell you, just from what I know, just my times at dispatch, I went to the Peacock, which is off of by Reed Park. That's for Pima County.
Okay.
So we went there and they gave us a tour and everything, and I saw like where all the servers and everything was, and that's not even big. That's not even a fraction of what the hell
Like Google
like
has.
Google could be. And that thing had a massive, like probably the size of this room fan, blowing, keeping it at like a cool ass temperature.
At a cool 90.
Like you felt that fan, you're just like.
Damn, so that's nothing. So it's like that's not even my final form compared to Google.
Yeah.
Shit. It's
So
terrifying.
like I can only fathom
what that is gonna be.
Yeah.
Alright, let's check where we're at on this video.
All right.
Be right back.